Hey folks, Patrick and the People Jim here to give the Patrick and the People spiel to the Patrick and the People viewers, which are you. And you know what? This is a beautiful time of year. This is a very special episode. This is the UFL Week 1 preview episode. I'm bringing on a very special guest, UFL Jim, to talk all things United Football League. Maybe Arena Jim will play a little thing going on. But also we're talking a little NFL news. There was some moves going around, some trades being moved, some players wanting to feel things out. Let's get into it. And best part of today, I'm not even wearing pants. Check it out, huh? It's XFL Jim on Patrick and the People. That's right, folks. We have the wild, we have the crazy, we have it all for you and your loins, your luscious, lavacious loins. It's time for the weekly roundup with XFL Jim, brought to you by Patrick and the People. Before we get to the meat of the show, which is, of course, the United Football League, talking with my good buddy UFL Jim, there was a little bit of NFL news. So Stefon Diggs moves on to the Patriots, and Russell Wilson to the Giants after Jameis Winston, of course. So the quarterback room for the New York Giants is Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and Tommy DeVito. It's a who's who of great quarterback play over in New York. I kind of want to just see a camera in there just to see what the locker room situation is like. It's got to be something very, very entertaining at the very least. I don't know, man. I kind of want a team just to take Jameis on full time. And I get wanting Russell Wilson. He probably gives you a higher floor, but I think Jameis offers you a potentially higher ceiling. I think he has things out there that he could do that we've seen the past couple years that Russ just cannot do. Now, for the bigger move, in my opinion, the right now move is the Patriots signing Stefon Diggs. And I think this is a help your rookie quarterback out situation. Maybe get him involved. This seems like a win now move, but I don't think the Patriots are in win now mode. So that strikes me as a little weird. We're not done with the whole quarterback carousel yet. Now people are predicting Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. Where does Kirk Cousins go? Because it sounds like he wants out of Atlanta. There's a lot of moves still to be had. And the NFL season truly, truly never stops. It's at this point in the show I'd like to welcome our very special guest. Everyone give a warm round of applause to UFL Jim, United Football League Jim. Jim, it's great to have you here on my weekly roundup presented by Patrick and the People, and thank you to him once again. I have a few questions for you. This is always a wonderful time when I get to have very special guests on. So the UFL season's beginning. There's been a little bit of turmoil from what we've seen. Would you like to address the coaching situation, the staff situation in DC? In Memphis, and would you like to discuss anything to do with the union versus league talks going on right now? Oh boy, that is one heck of a question, Jim. There's been a lot of chaos these past few days in particular. I, for one, thought that the issue with the players' union and the league was going to be the leading thing going into the season. There's been some bumblings of a potential strike going on. I don't see that going forward whatsoever. But the big chaos, the big what have you going in are the coaching moves. So Reggie over in DC, Mr. Barlow, decided to up the move to Tennessee State. And not just him, he's taken his whole staff, it seems, with him. The interim head coach, who was the O-line coach, the OC is probably going. Old Greg over at DC, Mr. Dr. Heat. He's taking everybody, and it's not just DC either. Ken Wisenhunt, for the Memphis Showboats head coaching position, he decided to leave as well. His was for more personal reasons. We don't know the details behind that. I understand plenty. Personal reasons. Sometimes I have to leave things that I have given myself to for a plethora of reasons. That's why I always keep a card down at the local liquor store in case I need to run down, so to speak. But there's been a lot of chaos going in. It's going to be nice just having pad on pad, cleats to turf. You know what I'm saying. I'm looking forward to it immensely at this point. Moving into the actual season itself, do you have any overarching storylines you're trying to keep an eye on in 2025? Oh, storylines? Well, a couple new ones just sort of popped up. I'm excited to see what happens with the DC Defenders and the Memphis Showboats now they're under new management, so to speak. I think DC really only kept their GM, and kind of anyone else who stays, you feel like they're coaching on borrowed time. And Memphis, they brought in new quarterback. They brought in a lot of new pieces. And now I was excited with Ken Weisenhunt leading the fray. And now all of a sudden everything gets switched up there. That storyline of just will these teams sort of come together? Will these players come together and become stronger? Or is the chaos and the situation become too much? And are things going to be too, just chaotic, and will these teams sort of fold on this season? That's one storyline. I'll give you two more. Another one is, can Birmingham go for the four-peat? I will say this, never been done. I don't care if people think it has been. It's never been done. And the Stallions are on the precipice of a once-in-a-lifetime run. It is something that we have never seen before and will probably never see again. And say what you want about the Birmingham Stallions. Love them or hate them. It's exciting. And my third storyline is, will we have some breakout players, sort of like we had last year? We had Jake Bates. The kickers overall in the UFL in 2024 were something to watch. I wonder if we have any other position group, anything else going on. And just a little bonus one for you. I wonder what it's going to be like going back to the old XFL style of kickoffs, the dynamic kickoffs that many people saw in the NFL this season. Guess what? They're coming back to the UFL. Part of the UFL, the XFL, the ones who started that kickoff to begin with. So something to keep an eye out, Jim. Oh, those are going to be good. That's a good one. Are there any breakout players that you are excited to see this season? Not necessarily players who have kind of been around and we know what to expect out of them. We've seen plenty, but players who are maybe playing their first season in the league or very new to the era, like the style of spring football, who you think can make an impact right away this season. Breakout players. Let me give you three. So first off, we have Ronnie Perkins from the Birmingham. He's on the D-line. And this is because the Stallions have a history of developing players. Ronnie Perkins is someone that you're really going to want to watch out for. Great last name from a trash breakfast place. If we're going breakfast joints, I'm going to go Waffle House, then IHOP, then Denny's. Then way underneath, it's Perkins. And I hope Ronnie Perkins sort of lives past his name, so to speak. And another one is Cornell Powell. He's a wide receiver for DC. Again, can he get through the chaos? But also, we've seen Clemson players, specifically wide receivers, do a lot of damage in this league. And I'm excited to see how he shapes up. And third, certainly not least, is Steele Chambers. He's a Memphis Showboats linebacker. You may remember him from Ohio State. He was on plenty of all-name teams back in the day. He plays with a lot of fire, a lot of heart. I want to see what he does here. And I want to see if he can kind of, again, overcome the coaching situation down with the Showboats. So those are your three: Ronnie Perkins, Cornell Powell, and Steele Chambers. Three players to keep an eye on in 2025. Okay. Last two questions are predictor questions. Give me your playoffs, and then give me who will win it all. Oh, Jim. Playoffs and championship. Well, all I can hope for is that we have a much closer playoff race than we did last year, where Birmingham had it locked up by, I believe, week 7. I'm looking for excitement. I'm looking for hype. But if I had to go off my prediction, I'm going to say in the USFL conference, we're going to have the Birmingham Stallions facing off against I'm going to go crazy here with you. The Houston Roughnecks. You heard me right. For the XFL side, I'm going to have the San Antonio Brahmas facing off against the Arlington Renegades. And then in the championship game of, let's see, the Brahmas make the repeat and the Roughnecks do the unthinkable. They make the championship game. They do it. They go on the run, but they're snuffed out by Wade Phillips and the San Antonio Brahmas. The Brahmas are your 2025 UFL champion. Call me a contrarian if you want, but I truly believe that Houston will surprise people. Very interesting picks. Let me hit you real quick, Jim, with my UFL power rankings. This is mine, Patrick and the People Jim's power rankings. So we don't need to hear yours right now. These are mine. So get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna do mine, and you're gonna get out of here. So at number 8, we're gonna have the Memphis Showboats. It's rough when you're losing your head coach like this. I understand it's probably for personal reasons, but it's kind of rough. Honestly, these are already set in stone, and I can't change them once I write them down. Otherwise, Memphis would probably be number 7 because at number 7, I have the DC Defenders. You lose everybody. You're losing your head coach. He's going to take the interim with him. It sounds like the DC's going. It sounds like the O-line. Sounds like this entire staff is just going bye-bye in DC, which sucks for the fans, sucks for the players, but, I mean, opportunity for the coach, I guess, too. So, whatever. Number 7, the DC Defenders. At number 6, it is the Houston Roughnecks. I like the moves the Roughnecks made. I like a lot of things that they have going on, but I don't like the head coach. I just don't. And I don't think that'll change this season. I don't think the Roughnecks will really rise in my rankings. In fact, they might even fall depending on how the season goes. At number 5, give me the Arlington Renegades. Bob Stoops napping on the sidelines. No headset in. He doesn't give a hell. He doesn't give a hell whatsoever. And Perez, old, washed, maybe. Who knows? I don't think so, but maybe. And the Renegades, there are a lot of close games, but I don't trust them. At number 4, it's the St. Louis Battlehawks breaking in a new quarterback. Lots of weapons, lots of good stuff going on. Anthony Becht, maybe a bit of a doofus, but who knows? That's why they're at 4. At number 3, it's the Michigan Panthers. This team has a great defense. I like Perkins at the quarterback position. I am excited to see how they step up from where they were last year. Although, tough to replace a player like Jake Bates, the best kicker in the league. It's going to be interesting to see how they kind of balance that out in the kicking game. At number 2, it's the San Antonio Brahmas. I think Mond is a step up in quarterback play from Garbers, who they had last year, and I like Wade Phillips as a coach a ton. This team is going to be good yet again. And at number 1, it's the Birmingham Stallions. They're the epitome of like what to do right with this level of football. They do everything right. They have a great defense. They have great special teams. They have great development. They have a fantastic quarterback getting Alex Magoo back. And yes, it's all Stallions, baby. Until someone else knocks them off, it's the Stallions' chip to lose. That's how I'm viewing this. And that's how you should view it. Hey there, guys. Arena Jim here to tell you why arena football is the best thing you can watch in person, on TV, on your phone, while you're pooping, while you're peeing. It is the best. Do you like beer? Do you like family events? Do you like garages? Do you like things that are inside in a climate controlled environment? Do you like fast pace? Do you like points? Do you like blowouts sometimes? Do you like close games sometimes? Do you like brawls in malls? Well, arena football is the game for you. I'm Arena Jim, the spokesperson for all of arena football. You got your IFLs, your NALs, your AF1s, your AF2s, your AF Skadoodles, your IF2s, your IF Needles. You got it all. You got it all with arena football. The best of all worlds. Who can count to 11 anyway? You don't have an 11 fingers. All you need is some good, clean, old-fashioned wide receiver running with the ball, nets to reflect balls off of. It's all here in arena football, and you should watch it. Watch it, or I will come and I will find you and I will come again. All right, folks, that'll do it for this episode of the weekly Roundup presented by Patrick and the People. I appreciate you watching. Please tune in. The XFL Jim YouTube channel and Twitch channel will be doing live streams, watch-alongs for every single UFL game that I can make it to. I can't promise every single one because sometimes family stuff comes up, sometimes things come up, but you know you understand. Yeah, I know you understand. But this Friday we are doing a big one, so literally while you're watching this, look up at what time it is. There's a UFL game Friday night. We're watching that game. Sunday night we'll be watching that game. I will be posting on every social media I have before we do these watch-alongs. They're super fun. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of fun things going on. It's a little gimmicky, but it's a blast. Tune in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Patrick and the People. Thank you all for watching. And it just, from the bottom of my heart, stay frosty.